Welcome back, everyone. Today we are talking about habits that you might want to develop and the easy way to do it. So I've talked about this book before on the channel. It's called Atomic Habits. You need to read it. I'm gonna show you what it looks like because I have it somewhere. Aha, yes. This guy, it's amazing. It's probably the best self-help book I've ever read, and it's one that you should read too, because it talks about the way to make habits stick for the long haul as opposed to just having one glorious revolution in your life where all these new habits come out of nowhere and then die a week later. He talks about how habits are a lot like finances in that small changes, small additions over a long period of time end up compounding into like amazing things and amazing changes. Whereas the typical approach was to like change your life in 10 days or less. Like if you look at the magazine covers in the stores, it's ridiculous. It's like, lose 1,000 pounds in 16 hours. And I'm like, probably not gonna work. I'm a strong believer in slow changes over a long period of time to make your life better. I'm gonna be doing one of these changes over the next 30 days and I'm really excited about it. It's essentially, I don't really want to give it away because I'm going to be releasing a video on it in a little while, but it's a small change that I think is really going to change my mindset in a huge way. I'm really excited about it. I think you guys should be excited about it. I also think you guys should participate. In fact, you should do like a small little health challenge for yourself over the next 30 days if you're willing. And it's really easy. Like for example, if you want to eat healthier, then take your coffee that you normally have milk and sugar with it and cut the sugar that you have in it by half. See how you feel after a month. You may still enjoy the coffee just fine after a month, and over the course of 70 years, you're probably cutting out like kilograms of sugar, and probably more than that, like a ton of sugar over your lifetime. So not very good at instant math, or else I'd tell you the exact number of sugar particles that you would not consume. But that's besides the point, I digress. If you're ever curious about like how I film videos at all, or what cameras I use, that is something I could share. In fact, I'll share a little bit now. I'm gonna show you what I'm filming on. Just give me a second. I need some stuff. The camera. Where are my cameras? All right, so I have two different cameras that I use for YouTube. The first one is this guy, and this is pretty much what I would recommend for most people. This is the EOS R. It's fantastic, has a little flippy screen so you can see yourself when you're filming. You can put a mic on top, which I normally do. I don't know where the mic is right now. Somewhere else. And I love it for run and gun. I love it for even filming myself in the studio because it's full frame and it gives you like this glorious, creamy background when you're filming with it. And the autofocus is pretty good. So when you're tracking yourself, like there's an auto face tracking on it and it works like 90% of the time. But I have had issues with it where I was filming a podcast, for example, and my interviewee's face just went completely out of focus randomly for a good 15 minutes of the interview. Luckily, I had a second angle on him and that worked fine. So this is the Canon C200. It's what I was just filming myself with before. It is an incredible camera. It is not cheap. It's like 10 grand Canadian just for the camera body. It doesn't include the lens. We use it for our wedding film business and that's why we purchased it, not for YouTube, but because we have it, I do use it for YouTube and I think it is a great camera. It has the best face tracking autofocus in the business, in my opinion, and it has amazing tools. So like when you look here, it tells you about your exposure by these special little graphs. It's called a waveform. And you have audio monitoring so you know that you're in good shape. And then I'm gonna try and give you an idea of what the face tracking looks like here. So you can, like it tracks my face perfectly, which is so nice when you don't have someone to help you. And I just think it's a fantastic camera. Shoots amazing 1080p, amazing 4K, whatever you prefer. And it can record for as long as you want it to. So as long as you have space in the memory card, it'll keep recording. Whereas a lot of these cameras here, these ones will stop recording after like 30 minutes, which is super annoying. Anyways, that's just a little tiny insight into my YouTubing career. Not career, that's a strong word. I have 700 subscribers. Regardless, that's fine. It was nice seeing you guys. I'll see you in the next video coming up in a month. It's gonna be awesome. Stay tuned.